LDBC. This is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay guys, there's going to be no intros in this video, no intros, no anything, no music. I just want to straight up teach. I've been a coach for my life. I've been a coach for 21 years of my life. I started in my early teens coaching people. I always had a love and a passion for it, but one thing that I do understand is athletic psychology. I understand psychology. I mean, you know, some of you always say, hey, Coach Stradamus, it's not that, I'm predicting the future. It's because I'm using psychology to predict what a lot of these people are going to do. I'm very versed in psychology, and I understand people because I'm a people person, and I'm around people almost all day long. I enjoy being around people. I enjoy listening to people. That's why I like giving interviews, because I actually like listening what the person is saying. But all of these athletes on the screen, these athletes, they're very successful, okay? And many of us will never reach the level that many of these athletes has achieved. I mean, they are successful, every last one of them. Even the ones that you don't like, they're successful, okay? But there's levels to this athletic success. There's levels to this. And, I got this screen separated into two halves, okay? I have, just people that I selected from the left and people that I selected on the right. And, the people on the left, these are people that I feel, they've underachieved. They're great athletes and they're good. They're very, very good at what they do. They're talented. But I feel like that they've not reached the level of expectation that I know that they can do. You see, here's the thing. Oh, and the people on the right, these are people who they take advantage of every single opportunity that's put in front of them. You see, here's the thing. Every fighter will take a fight on short notice, and I think all of these fighters probably have taken a short notice fight. But now let's talk about each one of these fighters right now in their careers now. If you told the people on the left, listen, okay, there's this fighter that I want you to fight, but it's a short notice fight. And if you just told them, if you said, hey, if you could win this fight, you'll be the most successful fighter ever in history. If you told the people on the left that, the first thing they would do is they would say, well, I don't have enough time. I mean, I don't know, that person been training, and I ain't gonna have the time to really get myself together. I won't be able to make weight. I won't be able to do this. No, it's just too hard. See, they would tell you that. They would give you an excuse. The people on the left would give you an excuse. And if you ever heard any of these people on the left speak, every last one of these athletes on the left, they have given an excuse. And I challenge any of y'all listening to this video to research, just like I did, research these athletes on the left and listen to an interview. I guarantee you will find them making an excuse about something that they felt didn't go right. You'll find them making an excuse. I promise you, they all make excuses on the left. All of these fighters on the left, they have that in common. But if you told the people on the right that, if you told them, listen, I want you to take this fight, and if you take this fight, you'll be the best fighter to ever live, but you only got 2 weeks to prepare. The people on the right would say, this is an opportunity. This is a great opportunity. Yes, I'm going to do it because I want to be the best. I want to be the best to ever lace up a pair of gloves or to ever step into an octagon. I want to be the best. You see, these people on the right, they're opportunists. They're going to take that challenge. They're going to do it. They're going to do it because, see, the people on the left, they care about what people think about them. But the people on the right, they care about what they think about themselves. See, there's a difference. And you can imagine why the people on the right, they have a level of success. And they're reaching different levels in their careers, where the people on the left, they've had some success, but it's like they're stagnated. And they're probably shaking their head, and they probably don't know why. And see, the people on the left, they will listen to this video, and instead of actually, listening to some of the characteristics and actually researching some of the other people, they would tell you they don't have a problem. Because see, the people on the left, they live in a state of delusion. They never live in reality, and you cannot tell these people on the left, you can't tell them the truth. Because if you're truthful with them, they shut you off. I mean, I'm trying to be honest. I'll even give an example. Jermaine Durandame. I mean, people was telling her the truth. Why are you afraid of Cyborg? They was telling her straight up, point blank, and she started blocking people on social media. And it's kind of crazy because when people talk to Adrien Broner, when they try to tell him the truth, he shut them down. When people try to talk to Victor Ortiz don't think that there's a problem. Sergey Kovalev, when you try to tell him something, he don't listen. Megan Anderson, when you try to kick the truth to her, she think you trying to, hurt her feelings. Billy Joe Saunders, all of these people on the left side, they're the exact same way. That's how they are. They don't listen. And that's another thing, the people on the left side, they don't listen. These people, they really have a hard time listening and following instructions. I mean, I challenge all of y'all to go to a fight. Go to fights where these people are in the corners. And look at these people, how they react in the corners. Every last one of these people on the left side, they don't listen. They're not listening to the corner. And I start really thinking, I'm like, God, how they've gotten to where they've gotten on pure ability and talent. And everybody on the left side, they're very talented. And I can even tell you that some of the people on the left side are more talented skill-wise than some people on the right. Not everybody, but some are. But you know what separates the people on the right side from the left side? They have an ability to listen. Notice these people in their corners, the people on the right side. They know how to follow instructions to a T. They know how to follow instructions, and they take the instruction and they go and apply the instruction. And probably the person who listens the most on the right side is probably Cris Cyborg. And people on the right, I also notice too that they have a level of humility about them. They're not ashamed to take advice from somebody that knows something they don't know. Like Cris Cyborg was taking advice from Clarissa Shields. Because Cyborg realized, oh, I'm not the best boxer. I'm not the best boxer out there, so let me listen to somebody who is better at it than me. See, that is something that a trainer can't teach you. See, that's something that comes from the heart. You ever notice Terence Crawford when he in the corner? And his trainers, they're telling him, Terence, you need to do X, Y, Z. Terence Crawford is like a sponge. And I go in there and see Terence Crawford do X, Y, Z. I mean, Errol Spence Jr., he got a strength and conditioning trainer that kicks his butt. But see, he realized that he needed something in his game so he could outlast Kell Brook. See, that takes a fighter with heart. And unfortunately, I think that the people on the left side, they got ability. And most of these people got microphone skills, but they don't have heart. They lack heart. They don't have heart. And I'm telling you, if you go and if you do what I tell you to do, watch how they fight. In points in the fight, they stop fighting. In points they still there, they're still fighting. But in points of the fight, they just go into a defense mode. They go into a defensive mode and they just don't want to get hit after they realize in the fight, well, I'm down. I'm just saying, y'all. Even Adrien Broner. No, Adrien Broner, he's not a quitter. But in points in the fight, he stopped. Matter of fact, let's just talk, okay? Let's really talk about these fighters, okay? Let's talk about the people on the left side. Okay, first you got Adrien Broner, Adrien Broner, he's a talented guy. But, he's an underachiever. And, really, because his main problem is, one, he don't listen. He don't listen. That's his problem. He really, truly don't listen to the instructions. And he don't have a respect for what his corner trying to tell him. See, you look at somebody and you look at what they listen to, you look at what they respect. Jermaine Durandame. I've seen her in the corner many times. It's like she tuning the people out in the corner. And I'm like, what the hell? But Jermaine Durandame, her big thing is she lack heart. She lack heart. You see, what Jermaine did was she allowed Tonya Evinger to take her spotlight. You see, when you give somebody on the right side an opportunity, Tonya Evinger said, yes, give me this fight on 4 weeks' notice. Yes, I want this fight. I want it. And I talked to Tonya Evinger on the phone. I talked to her on the phone. And this woman was not coming there. She wasn't coming there to lay down. Tonya Evinger didn't come for a paycheck. When I talked to Tonya Evinger off the air, Tonya said, I am coming to defeat Cris Cyborg. It didn't happen, but damn it, she gave her best effort. And the proof is in the fight. Go back and watch the fight. But Jermaine Duranda may let Tanya Evinger take her shine. She let Evinger, somebody who don't even have the skill set that she has, somebody who's not, and Cris Cyborg said, you know, I'm going to keep the fight standing. Tanya Evinger don't even have a half of the skill set that Jermaine Duranda may has. But Tanya Evinger was willing to get in the octagon and fight. Jermaine Duranda she let it go. And I don't care what she say. She can say steroids all day, but she gonna look back, and she gonna look at the opportunity that was missed. She gonna look like, man, I could have really went in there and gave Cyborg a fight. Tanya Evinger took Cyborg, this person who don't even have the athleticism, this person who don't even have the skills. She took Cyborg 3 rounds. Megan Anderson lacks heart. And y'all can tell, Coach, what makes you an official? Because 21 years of my life, I done seen athletes with heart. I done seen athletes with talent. I done seen them come and go. Megan Anderson lacks the heart. And Megan Anderson worry, Jermaine and Megan and Adrien, they worry about what people think about them. They worry about what people think. She lacked the heart. Here's another fighter that let Tanya Evinger take your shine. You let Tanya Evinger take what was yours. You had an opportunity. See, you say it's personal reasons, but then you on social media hating on Cynthia Calvillo. Megan Anderson let Tanya Evinger take what was hers. No heart, no courage. Sergey Kovalev don't listen, and he also lacks heart. This guy don't listen, and he lacks the heart. When things got tough, this guy stopped fighting. When things got tough, this guy found somebody to blame. He blamed his trainer. He blamed the officials. He blamed the referee. He blamed everybody except for he never looked at himself. He never looked at the fact that he don't listen. You see, instead of trying to, honor John David Jackson as your mentor, instead of honoring him as a mentor, you see, you despise your mentor. And see, a person, I don't care what they do. If you training people, a person, they not going to learn from you if they despise you. If they despise who and what you are, they're not going to learn a damn thing from you. Billy Joe Saunders let Kell Brook and Danny Jacobs take his thunder. Matter of fact, he let Canelo steal everything. He let Canelo, Danny Jacobs, and he let Canelo, Danny Jacobs, and Kell Brook take the shine that he was supposed to get, because Billy Joe Saunders don't have heart. He don't have any heart. There is no courage. And do you notice too that these people on the left side, they always live in a state of delusion? Like Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz still to this day think that, hell, he ain't never lost a fight if you asked him. Yeah, there was always an excuse why it couldn't get done. But you notice these people, they live in delusion land. Like, when you talk to them, listen to all of their interviews, and every last one of these people on the left side, their asses are delusional. And they never want to live in reality. See, they never want to face problems head on. You know what all of these people do? They run. They run from things that hit them head on. Go look at all these personalities. Every last one of these personalities on the left side, they're very, very similar. They're very similar. They run. They hide. When people say negative things about them, it get to them. Oh, it do. And they go and talk about doing this or quitting and this. These people, they live in a state of delusion. Let's talk about the people on the right side. You see, if you told any one of these fighters on the right side here, you know what? That two week fight, you got to take it. Every last one of these fighters on the right side, if you telling them that they're going to have a legacy and they'll be the best fighter to ever live, they'll take that fight. I mean, Cris Cyborg, they grew up dirt poor. Cris Cyborg is a survivor. I mean, she had to be tough on them streets in Brazil. And, her mom, the only thing that she could do was, okay, put Cris Cyborg in handball and soccer to try to keep Cris Cyborg from doing crazy stuff over there. And she found somebody who saw the potential. But Cyborg also, nothing was ever given to this girl. This girl has lived a rough life. And, you really got to listen to Cyborg. And she started breaking down, and she'll break down and cry because her life has just been rough. Rougher than the average person. I mean, she went through things that you as a person, you couldn't even imagine surviving. So see, this woman has been through a whole lot of stuff. She's been through different things. So you think that, her fighting somebody for a legacy, do you think that that's going to scare her when this woman has been through hell and back? Tanya Evinger had to fight every damn day of her life to survive. I'm talking about Tanya literally had to fight in them streets. She had to fight. I mean, she had to. Because if she didn't fight, she was going to get her ass whooped. And it was a daily thing for Tanya Evinger. Do you really think that this woman was afraid to fight Cyborg after all the stuff that, near-death experiences that Tanya Evinger done had? The near-death experiences that, Terence Crawford, he's had? I mean, do you think that them moving up in weight, do you think that that's a big deal to them? If you told Cyborg, hey, I want you to fight a heavyweight. Hey, you'll be the best fighter ever. She'd be like, okay. I mean, all of these people on the right side, they look at everything as an opportunity. They take the negative and they turn it into a positive. But the people on the left, when they see something negative, they run, they hide, they make excuses, and they tell you why they couldn't get it done. But the people on the right will tell you why they will get it done. Errol Spence Jr. I mean, this man was given nothing. He was given nothing. Had his daddy in his corner that believed in him. The man was given nothing, but the man has worked for everything. He got an attitude about him. And this man is not going to stop. He's not going to stop until he's the undisputed champion. He said that many times. So many people overlooked him. So many people said he can't do this, he can't do that. Errol Spence Jr. been proving people wrong over and over and over. I mean, are you guys starting to get the picture? If you fighters are listening to this, are you starting to get the picture? Are you getting the picture? See, it's about how they think and how they look at situations. You see, do you know if somebody held a gun to these people here, they wouldn't panic? Because they've already experienced near-death experience. I mean, do you get that these people on the right side, they're not going to care? They're just going to let the chips fall where they may. Cynthia Calvillo. This woman grew up, when I tell you nothing, she had nothing. This woman couldn't even afford, I mean, Cynthia was saying, look, I couldn't even afford basic stuff. I couldn't even afford to pay bills. I can't afford. Cynthia grew up. They grew up with a house full of siblings. She was taking care of siblings at an early age. Okay, I mean, dirt poor. To look at where this woman has come from, to look at what she has now, to look at just how far, because she believed in herself. So I'm going to tell you, Sean Shelby called her up. She was working at the damn Cheesecake Factory, told her, look, I got to fight for you. But you got to take it on 2-week notice. Cynthia Calvillo jumped at that opportunity and immediately, yes. Marion Reneau, people told her over and over, oh, well, you're too old. You're too old to do this. You're too old to do that. You're too old to do this. You're too old to do that. You're never going to do this because you're too old. See, you know how long that this woman heard that? That she had to listen to the people on Tough tell her she was too old. I mean, she had to listen to people telling her that, well, people your age never do it. But see, the woman made all of y'all look stupid, because if you take care of your body don't age like a normal person. That's why people can say, oh, Marion, you look like you in your early 30s. Yeah, because she takes care of herself. This woman was given nothing. She was given nothing growing up. She was given nothing. She had to train day in and day out to become a track and field star for Long Beach State. She had to train. And then to say, okay, I want to change sports. I just want to take up fighting. In 6 years' time, she's one of the top bantamweights in the UFC. And I think she's in the top 10 now. I think she's either 11 or 10. In 6 years? Do you know people have to do this for a lifetime? But see, let me tell y'all something. See, people like Marion Reneau, you're not going to tell them no. See, they're not going to look at your first excuse and say, oh, okay, well, just because you said it, then that means it's final. No. She refused not to listen to the negative criticism of her age and went in there and took care of business. Deontay Wilder, this guy was driving trucks delivering beers, kegs of beer. And his daughter had cerebral. And see, that lit a fire up under him to go be the best that he can be. That lit a fire up under him. This man, he was given nothing. Everything that this man does is for his daughter. Everything that Marion Reneau does now is for her son. She'll even tell you, look, I'm taking my pay, from these fights, and I'm putting it toward my son's college education. He's not going to pay for college. You see, they have, because Marion want her son to have the opportunities that she never had. And it's crazy. Deontay Wilder want his daughter to be able to afford care. See, you don't understand. See, people on the right, they have a burning passion. They have a burning passion. They burn on the inside of them. They're always on fire because they want to be the best. They don't want to be mediocre. They can't stand being average. They can't, and even, Marion, I was like, hey, Marion, it's cool. We'll just, that clip. And, when she realized she mispronounced my name, homegirls wanting to do it again. But they're perfectionists. They're perfectionists. In our second interview, when the video, wasn't coming on right, she was upset. And I'm like, it's fine, we can just talk on the phone, but that wasn't good enough. See, man, people on the left, they okay. They're okay with letting somebody else have the glory. They're okay with that. The people on the right, they not okay. You see, the people on the right can actually take people telling them, the people on the right can take people telling them, look, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Because, see, they surround themselves with people that don't love them, that don't like them just the way they are. They love them too much to leave them that damn way. And the people on the left, they're surrounded by people who tell them, oh, you're fine just the way you are, because they don't love them enough to tell them that they can be better. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harris, and I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe.